I could feel myself lying on my back in bed. I could smell the avocado blossoms. I could hear the coyotes. I could hear stock cars squealing down the street. I could feel myself in my bed, in my room, in my house, in this town, in this state, in this country. I could feel this country close, like it was part of my bones. I could feel the presence of all the people outside at night, in the dark. Even sleeping people I could feel. Even all the sleeping animals, dogs, peacocks, bulls, even tractors sitting in the wetness, waiting for the sun to come up. I was looking straight up at the ceiling, and I could see all my model airplanes hanging by all their thin metal wires, floating, swaying very slightly like they were being blown by someone's breath. Cobwebs moving with them, dust laying on their wings, decals peeling off their wings, my P-39, my Messerschmitt, my Jab Zero. I could feel myself lying far below them like I was on the ocean, and overhead they were on reconnaissance, scouting me, floating, taking pictures of the enemy, me, the enemy. I could feel the space around me like a big black world. I listened like an animal. My listening was afraid of sound. Like any second something could invade me, something foreign, something indescribable. Then I heard the Packard come up the hill. From a mile off, I could tell it was the Packard by the sound of the valves. Then I could picture my dad driving it, shifting unconsciously, downshifting in a second for the last pull up the hill. I could feel the headlights closing in, and cutting through the orchid. I could see the lights being lit one after the other, then going back to black. My heart was pounding just from my dad coming back. Then I heard him pull the brake. Lights go off. Keys turned off. And then a long silence. What's he doing? Just sitting, waiting to get out? Why is he waiting to get out? He's plastered and can't move. He's plastered and doesn't want to move. He's going to sleep there all night. He's slept there before. He's woken up with dew on the hood before. Freezing headache, teeth covered with peanuts. Then I heard the Packard door open, a pop of metal. Dogs barking down the road. Door slams. Feet. Paper bag being tucked into one arm, paper bag covering Tiger Rose. Feet walking toward the door, feet stopping. Heart pounding. Sound of door not opening. Man's voice. Dad's voice. Dad calling Mom. No answer. Foot kicking door harder. Wood splitting. Man's voice in the night. Foot kicking hard through door, one foot right through door. Man cursing, man going insane, feet and hands tearing. Head smashing, man yelling, shoulder smashing, whole body crashing. Woman screaming, mom screaming for police. Man throwing wood, man throwing up. Mom calls cops. Dad crashing away, back down driveway. Door slams, ignition grinding, wheel screaming, first gear grinding. Wheel screaming off downhill. Packard disappearing. Sound disappearing. No sound. No sight. Plane still hanging. Heart still pounding. No sound. Mom still crying, soft crying. Then no sound, then softly crying. Then moving around the house, and then no moving. And then crying softly. Then far off the freeway could be heard.